Hi everyone and welcome back. So today I have kind of a very quick first impressions on this, and this is one of the relatively new Makeup Revolution highlighters. So this is their Vivid Baked highlighter, but what's kind of interesting about this is it's called Matte Lights. So when I first saw this I thought, is it going to be a matte highlighter? Which in itself is obviously a contradiction because highlighters aren't matte. So I was a bit confused by this, but I did want to try it for that reason. So it was £3 as with all of the kind of standard highlighters in this packaging, and in the packaging itself it does look very matte. So it's kind of like the same design as their regular highlighters in terms of the like embossed product, but then it does have this sort of striped peach design running through it as well. So it's very easy to identify among their other highlighters. And again, it does swatch matte, if that makes sense. It's very kind of hard to apply, and as soon as you touch it, you know it's a matte product and it feels like you're swatching a face powder. But then when you go to actually apply it to the skin, it does have a very subtle sheen to it, but it's almost invisible. It's kind of like a translucent setting powder but with a hint of sheen. Closest thing I could think to compare this to would be the Freedom kind of ambient lighting powders. I believe are dupes of the Hourglass ones, but I haven't tried the Hourglass ones, so I can't say how it compares to them, but I imagine it's the same thing, that you could more or less use this all over your face to get a really pretty subtle glow. If you actually wanted it as a highlighter, I don't think it's going to work for that. What I like for this is to kind of use it under my eyes, just to add a bit of glow without it being obvious. It just kind of helps to waken up the face without looking like you're obviously wearing highlighters under your eyes. It does also blend out really nicely on the skin. When you first watch it, the kind of whiteness of the product is very obvious. You do need to blend it out a bit. When I first put this on, I thought it was going to be like really obvious that I had white powder all over my face, but it does blend out really nicely. I think this would also be really good if you don't like a really dramatic highlight. I do, so I'm going to use this more as a face powder than an actual highlighter. I think it is good that they have options. The only other thing I can think that Makeup Revolution has in terms of this that are a subtle highlight are their strobe highlighters, which I have a review on their 3 original ones, which I will link down below, and I also have an upcoming video on their 3 new shades, which I will link below as and when it goes live. So overall, I do really like this product. It wasn't what I was expecting it to be, but then again I was a bit confused because I was like, a matte highlighter, how is that going to work? But I kind of see what they're going for. It's much more of a satin highlighter than obviously a matte highlighter, but it does add a really pretty sheen to the skin, which I think especially on days when my skin looks quite dull, it is really good for that. So for £3 I would recommend this if you kind of have tried the Freedom versions of this and you kind of like those and want to try something else. I would definitely say go for this. So that was my very quick review on the Vivid Baked highlighter in Matte Lights from Makeup Revolution. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.